Hello, and welcome to the basement. Oh, I have been working down here, as you know, for quite some time. And I've just come upon another stash of things. In this box is, well, it's made in USA. It says it's a Commodore 64. It feels like there is something in here, but I have not ventured inside as of yet. So I will be careful. Seems, even though it was made in the USA, it was sold at Zeller's, which was, that's an interesting story. It was a Canadian story that turned into an American story. It did. Because, see, a lot of Canadians are quite fond of Target. And they wished that Target would come to Canada. So Target said, yeah, we'll do that. We'll spend billions of dollars. We'll buy up the old Zeller stores. We'll empty them out. We'll refurbish them. We'll redo everything. And then we'll end up with stores that are just kind of like Zeller's in terms of what we sell and with the prices and everything else. But when all Canada wanted, all Canadians wanted, was them to go to like Niagara Falls or Buffalo and pick up a store and move it. And that would have been great. Anyway, in the end, Target in Canada, I think, pretty much went bankrupt. They're still alive in the States, but it was just a disaster. I don't get it. Anyway, so this was originally bought from Zeller's. Now, what is inside? I don't know. It could be anything. Because, you know, way back when, I don't know what I would have put in this box. I would like to think it's a Commodore 64. And indeed, it is a Commodore 64. Now, is there anything? It didn't feel very heavy. This, of course, is the cardboard that would have the power supply and other cables. It is very much empty. I'll leave that there to make this easier to get out. But here, in the styrofoam, on which it came, we find the 64 that, oh, that's right, we find a 64. We do. This one, I'll just set that down. It's funny, this one, it's really not, like the back is kind of out of sync. Like it's not really closed properly. Feels like a foot is coming off. Oh well, there's only two of them left anyway. Oh, I should have looked. Just a moment. I'll score that box if I can, without hurting it with my foot, and see, do the numbers match? Not even close. Oh. Excuse me. And the screws, well, one screw is in it. I didn't know exactly I was going to do this. So, I don't think I have a screwdriver handy. Oh well. It looks pretty clean. It does. Oh, it's turned on. It is. You know, one thing I could do while I'm here I was going through and I did find, no, that's not one of them. I found some posters from days gone by. For example, this one, it's made out of plastic. It's very difficult to work with. But, hey, you know what I can do? I can stick the bottom under this 64. I think. And then I can pull it up without having it slide out. It is from the world of Commodore. December 3, 4, 5, and 6, 1987. International Centre, Toronto, Ontario. And this poster is made, I guess it's kind of like on a mylar-y substance, so it is sharp and beautiful and lovely. Alright, I found other posters. We'll get to them at some point. I'm just trying to think if there is any chance that I'm going to find a screwdriver right here that I could peek in this. And I'm afraid the answer is no. No way. No how? So, here we have a Commodore 64. Oh, you know what? I think I see, just glancing here, why the back, I don't know if we can see this, but the back is not lined up very well here. It may be because the top and the bottom really don't belong together. Besides, now, just because they're a little different colors, it doesn't mean they're bad, they're off. Because apparently that just happened. Sometimes the mix wasn't just right. But just glancing at where the fingers would be, they don't look like they really line up. They don't. Oh well. It's all good. We have another fine machine here to test. It looks very clean. Does it work? Who knows? Certainly the top and the bottom need some adjustments. Is there anything else that I could do at this moment? Well, I suppose I could go and see about finding a screwdriver and carrying on with this. I could. So anyway, this is my first recording from the basement. I suspect there will be more. There are maybe not so many machines anymore, although, I mean, I know I've got, it may actually be in view just over here. There's it looks like a 1541 box. It feels like it's full. On the floor over there, there's a couple of 1541s. There's at least two Amiga 2000s. Just, oh, there's a 1701 or 2 here. What's that? 1702. There's another monitor close by. Farther down, there's a stack of monitors. I haven't really explored them yet. So yeah, you know what? It's the gift that keeps on giving. There's always more. And then there's stuff, magazines. Maybe I'll be brave. See if we can find one more. Is this a Commodore poster? It is not. There were some other posters here. This looks like it might be. Let's see here. Oh yes. Alright, this one opens this way. It's, oh, careful, brittle paper. It's an Amiga 500, the computer that works like the mind of a musician. Oh yes. This was the epic minds of the Commodore marketing people. So it looks like it has a 1084 monitor and an Amiga 500, and, you know, other stuff. It looks in good shape. I think, oh, there we go. Unless I have done something terrible to it. Which I don't think I have. Oh. Anyway. Welcome to the basement. Thank you very much for coming. It is always much appreciated. Comments are always welcome. Of most any sort. Anyway, as I've said, I will be selling things. So, hang in there. Oh, you know, I had another thought. Because I am soon going to put up one, for sure, perhaps two, of the old original PET computers. You know, as I've said, I really don't have to do them on eBay. I really don't. Because I was thinking about this, and that is, if it goes through eBay, of course, there are eBay fees and other fees, and I'm not sure, but I think perhaps, depending on where you are, they might add sales tax too. So, really, if you're interested in an original 8K chiclet keyboard PET that's working with a data set and a monochrome monitor, not green, monochrome, in quite lovely shape, don't hesitate to write to me, because I think we could both do well without the benefit of other interests taking their percentages away. So if you're interested, my email is dr.bradleyphotography@hotmail.com. That's dr.bradley photography @hotmail.com. All one thing. The only punctuation would be the period and the @ sign. Dr. Bradley Photography @hotmail.com. dr.bradley. No period here. Just Dr. Bradley Photography @hotmail.com. I am open to offers. As I've said many times, I unfortunately had a lot of this stuff in storage, so I'm still paying off the storage thing. So, you know what, I've held on to them for a long time, and as I said before, I really didn't have time to get into fixing and tweaking and tinkering with them, but I ended up doing that, so I spent a lot of time on them. So, you know, I'm not looking to give them away, but I would like them to find good homes, and that may be your home. It might be. Local is preferred, but I will ship them anywhere. I am concerned when it comes to the shipping about the, like, I know I'll get a big box and I'll wrap and I'll wrap and I'll wrap and I'll wrap and I'll wrap. I'm concerned. I got to figure out a way to secure better, I think, the circuit board. Because even if something is really, 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 really wrapped up tight, you know, if it took a big hit, like fell out of an airplane or fell off a truck or fell off a train, the circuit board, I think, needs some foam or some other something there. But anyway, I do strive to pack things carefully. That having been said, I did ship a thing recently that it wasn't a Commodore thing, it was another thing, and I thought it was packed well, but I guess, well, I think it was packed well. Something happened along the way, and the case got broken, which is sad. But thankfully, we got that all resolved. But it is, yeah. So, local pickup is preferred, or, depending on where you are, maybe we can meet somewhere in the middle. COVID-friendly, social distancing, masks, and all that. Anyway, Dr. Bradley, Dr. Bradley Photography at hotmail.com. And oh, and by the way, I haven't started working on it yet, but I do have what seems to be a very strange anomaly of a machine. It's an 8K PET. The board is very much the same as the original machines, the chiclet keyboard ones, except the shroud is blue, but the keyboard is full-sized. And someone was telling me this really isn't possible because they were blue, and then they switched to black, and everything was black. Well, they had still the small keyboards. But then somebody else said, well, you know, I think they had a kit that you could get if you had one of the original ones, that you could swap out the top section of the case to accept the full-size keyboard and use the data set separately. I don't know, but it's an interesting machine. Now, have I touched it? Yes. Have I looked at it? Yes. I wiped it down with a magic eraser. It's seen more life than some other machines. It has. Does it work yet? Oh, no. I really haven't had a chance to do much except for turn it on and say, oh, look, funny things on the screen. But I am hopeful. It has, oh, and another thing. Ooh, this is interesting. On the back of it, it has a connector that reminds me of the same kind of connector that was used on CBs with CB antennas. Now, do I think that this was used to broadcast Citizens Band radio? No. It does seem to have come from a university setting, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is some other video output of some sort. Have I explored this? No. Am I suspicious that that's what it is? Yes, I am. So I will see what I can see when I can see it. I might need some adapters. And it may not be something that I can really even look at very well. I don't know. But it's done very well. Like maybe it was even done at the factory. I don't know. Another thing I noticed that's different about this is the wires that come from the power supply on the other machines go to a plug. And then there's prongs that come out of the board that you plug it into. This one is directly hardwired to the circuit board. So that might indicate that it's an earlier one. Maybe they, after a while, they said, hey, you know, maybe we ought to have a plug there. I don't know. I just don't know. Anyway, another Commodore 64. That's why when people say, how many do you have? You know what? I still don't know. I just don't know. Because I keep finding them. And also, once in a while, I have, you know, sold one. Imagine. There will be more, though. Alright, so enough about the 64, enough about the pets. I'm going to sign off from the basement. But I shall return, because there's lots to do here. More than you can possibly imagine. Alright. Thank you again.